Welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar Hub channel, your go-to source for smart, simple, and strategic updates in 2025. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a bank, asked about your Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, and felt completely shut down? You're not the only one. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly what to say and what not to say when dealing with banks about IQD and VND this year. The right language matters. So does your tone. We'll show you how to appear informed, calm, and credible. If you're holding these currencies, this is a must-watch. Stay with us. We're about to show you how serious investors speak and get taken seriously. Let's jump in. Let's set the record. Straight walking into a bank in 2025 with Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong isn't a casual errand anymore. Banks are operating under tighter regulations than ever. Staff are trained to follow strict compliance procedures and flag anything that even sounds like speculation. If you mention revaluation, insider rates, or fast-track cash-ins, you're likely to be reported. To avoid being dismissed or worse, approach your visit with professionalism. Stay grounded. Ditch the hype. Banks respect maturity, not conspiracy theories. It all starts with the language you use. Say less, but say it smart. So what should you say instead? Don't walk in and blurt out, "I heard the RV is happening, can I cash out now?" That's a major red flag. Instead, try, "Good afternoon. I'd like to understand your foreign currency intake process, particularly as it relates to internationally recognized notes like the Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong." See the difference? That shifting tone removes any hint of speculation and replaces it with a procedural question. It tells the bank you're educated and composed, not chasing headlines. Your words matter. Speak like a serious inquirer, not a hopeful gambler. Before setting foot in any bank, make sure you're fully prepared. Bring a valid government-issued ID, proof of currency purchase, and any certificates of authenticity. Don't just show up with wadded bills in your coat pocket. Presentation matters. Place all paperwork in a clean, organized folder. Include a printed copy of the bank's public foreign currency policy, if available. This communicates that you're not winging it. You're making a serious inquiry. Bankers are more likely to engage with people who arrive professionally and demonstrate effort. You're showing up as a future client, not just a walk-in. Here's another titno who to speak to. Don't corner a busy teller with unexpected questions. That's a recipe for confusion and rejection. Instead, calmly request a scheduled appointment with someone in charge of foreign currency matters. You could say, "I'd appreciate a meeting with someone familiar with your international note intake procedures." This shows courtesy and allows the bank to prepare properly. When they see you're thoughtful and intentional, they'll treat you accordingly. This one step alone can dramatically change how your inquiry is received. Once you're sitting with the right bank representative, your tone becomes just as critical as your vocabulary. Always stay calm, polite, and professional. Don't get excited. Don't make assumptions. Skip statements like, "I know this RV is about to pop." Banks close off those conversations instantly. Instead, ask smartly. For example, "Given recent economic developments in Iraq and Vietnam, I'd like to know if your bank has updated any policies around IQD or VND handling." This signals intelligence and preparation, two things every institution respects. A lot of people ruin their chances by mentioning things like redemption centers or RV rates. Don't do there. Most bankers won't even recognize those terms, and if they do, they're trained not to discuss them. Banks don't use those words. They talk about foreign currency procedures, intake documentation, and institutional policy. If you want to be taken seriously, speak their language. Back it up with actual statements from the Central Bank of Iraq or Vietnam's Ministry of Finance. That kind of professionalism makes a strong impression and opens doors. Timing plays a big role too. Never go to a bank at peak hours like Friday afternoons or just before closing. Choose slower days and always try to set an appointment in advance. Showing up during a rush increases your chances of getting rushed out. Be respectful of their time and you'll get more respect in return. Say, "Would it be possible to speak with your foreign currency officer at a time that's convenient for them?" That approach shows you're considerate, and it makes a real difference in how seriously they treat your inquiry. Make it a habit to keep records of every visit. Smart investors treat this like a business, not a guessing game. Note the date, the name of the person you spoke with, and a brief summary of what was discussed. Keep this log with your other documents. It not only keeps you organized, it tells the bank you're methodical and consistent. If a banker sees you followed up responsibly, they'll remember you. Consistency and professionalism over time help build real trust and possibly future access others won't get. Let's talk about tone again. Even if a bank says no, don't get frustrated. Don't argue or get emotional. That ruins everything you've built. Stay in control. Say something like, "Thank you. Would it be possible to speak with your compliance department for clarity on foreign currency protocols?" Calm persistence leaves the door open for future conversations. Emotional reactions slam it shut. Remember, each visit builds your reputation, and the banking world takes note of how you behave over time. Stay strategic. Stay composed. Here's something most people don't know. Some banks are quietly developing internal processes for foreign currency like IQD and VND. These include private rooms, security protocols, and high-level reviews. But these aren't for walk-ins. They're reserved for clients who've demonstrated credibility over time. If you want to access those rooms, you have to act like someone who belongs there. That means presenting yourself as an informed investor with the right documents, not a rumor chaser. Earn their trust, and the doors may open when the time is right. Always watch out for scams. Yes, even in 2025, they're everywhere. People offering secret rates, backdoor channels, or insider groups with guaranteed contracts. These are all red flags. Real banks don't operate in secret. Never hand over your currency to a stranger. Never send it by mail. Never pay upfront fees without legitimate paperwork. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The real exchange will happen at legitimate institutions with real oversight. Don't risk your investment chasing fairy tales. Stay grounded. Stay smart. Want to go above and beyond? Start tracking real economic data. Read up on Iraq's oil production numbers. Watch Vietnam's export growth and Central Reserve stats. Keep printouts of those reports in your folder. That way, when you speak to a bank, you can say something like, "According to Iraq's June fiscal report, the dinar is showing signs of long-term stabilization. Has this impacted your intake policy?" That kind of insight shows you're informed, not just hopeful. Banks notice when you base your questions on real data. Got repeat visits matter. If you can schedule a second meeting with the same banker, that's gold. Dress professionally. Show up early. Bring updated documents. Keep your focus tight. Ask, have there been any recent updates on IQD or VND foreign currency policy at this branch? Stay on top it. Avoid speculative terms like RV or cash-out rate. Keep it procedural. Keep it clean. Every visit builds your internal file. And when the real opportunities emerge, you'll be remembered as someone worth engaging further. In 2025, your banking reputation matters more than ever. Institutions take internal notes. If you've visited multiple times and shown professionalism every step of the way, they'll take you seriously. Over time, that could mean access to updates, private meetings, or preferred handling when policies change. But if you show up emotional or erratic, you'll be quietly ignored. This is about trust, strategy, and consistency. You're not just a currency holder presenting yourself as a potential client. Act like one. Here's the bottom line: start behaving like a professional now if you want access when the moment arrives. Use the right language. Stay composed. Be organized. Don't walk in asking if the RV is live. Instead, ask, has your institution recently updated its policy in response to global currency developments involving IQD or VND? That's how real conversations begin. That's how real access is earned. This is a long game. Be ready, not reactive. Success favors the prepared. So there you go. Complete 2025 guide for talking to banks about IQD and VND the right way. Say this, not that. Use the words that open doors. Choose a tone that builds trust. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more grounded real-world RV strategies. And drop a comment about your own bank experience. Learn better when we learn together. This is Iraqi Dinar Hub here to help you stay informed and ahead of the game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update. The information provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended as financial. The Iraqi Dinar Hub does not guarantee any outcomes related to currency exchange, bank procedures, or revaluation events. Always consult with a licensed financial advisor, tax professional, or legal expert before making decisions related to foreign currency investments or banking activities. Any references to banks, institutions, or exchange policies are speculative and based on publicly available information, not insider knowledge. We do not endorse or participate in private exchange groups, black market transactions, or unverifiable offers of any kind. Protect your investments, stay cautious, stay informed, and never share your personal or financial information with unverified sources.